decomposition tree, we need to double click this icon over here. And let's say that we would like to analyze sales by product category, subcategory, country, and sales channel. So I will get from here sales amount and put it in the analyze section. And I will put both product category and product subcategory in the explain by section. Also, I'll add country and sales channel. Now let me go to the focus mode. So with a decomposition tree, to analyze the sales amount by any of these categories, all we need to do is to click on this plus sign. Then it will offer us to choose any of these options. So let's just ignore the first two options for now. Concentrate over the columns that we would like to use to build or to decompose our sales amount. We can choose any of these columns. We don't have to choose any of these columns in a specific order. We can choose any of them. So for example, I could choose channel name, then it would show me how much each channel has made out of sales. Out of the total of that 365 millions, we can see that the stores have made 204 millions, online sales made 78 millions, and so on. Then, if I would like to decompose the sales more by another categorical variable, all I need to do is again to go to that plus sign and choose which other variable I would like to use to divide or decompose the sales a bit further. So let's choose country name. Then it would show me for each country how much sales I have made through stores. Then if I click on online, it would show me how much sales has been made online in each country. And same thing for reseller and catalog. Well, if I would like to decompose further using product category or subcategory, I guess you know by now what I would do next. I would simply click on this plus sign and choose which other column I would like to use to decompose the sales further. So let's choose product category. Then it would show me for each single country, or first of all for each channel, how much sales I have made by country, then by product category. The great thing about this visual is that it works very well with filters. So if I go back in, and let me this time remove these columns from here. Remember these two options I mentioned at the beginning and I told you to ignore? These options are made specifically so that Power BI could decide for us using artificial intelligence technology which of these columns have a higher effect over sales. So if we choose high value, it would automatically assign country name or show country names, meaning that the countries have the highest effect over sales. Then if we click on this plus sign and choose high value, it would choose for us the second most important factor in deciding the sales amount. In this case, it would be online channels. And we can keep doing the same thing over and over till we find out which factors or which column have the highest effect over sales and which have the lowest effect. So if I do it one more time, it would choose product category, and if I do it one more time, it would choose product subcategory. So if I go back to the report, and instead of choosing Asia, let's choose Europe, for example, and notice how the order for these columns would change. So earlier it was showing us countries as the most important factor in affecting sales. Then we had channel name, product category, and subcategory. But now it is showing that the channel has the highest effect over sales, at least in Europe. then come product category, then the country, and finally the product subcategory. Like any other Power BI visual, the decomposition tree is fully interactive with all the visuals that may exist on the same page. So if I go to this page here, where I have a decomposition tree at the top and a bar chart or column chart at the bottom, if I select this section, for example, that would be camcorders sold in the United States, it would automatically highlight the corresponding bar or column on the below chart. So it's shown here 21.9 millions, which is approximately 22 millions is shown over here. Same thing on the column chart. If I select this bar, for example, it would show me where exactly it is located on this chart map or this decomposition tree. Finally, let's discover the extra options we have with the decomposition tree that do not exist over any other type of chart or visual in Power BI. If we go to the Format tab, you would see that we have an analysis section here where we can choose whether we would like to turn artificial intelligence splits on or off. Artificial intelligence splits are the splits I make by clicking on the plus sign and choose high value or low value. That would automatically, as we explained a second ago, show us which of the categories or the column involved in the analysis would increase or decrease the value under analysis. So if I turn this off, we wouldn't have this option anymore. To have it again, we need to turn this button on. And this part defines or tells Power BI to whether to make the artificial intelligence splits based on relative values or absolute values. That simply is how Power BI decides to do the splits. So if we choose relative, it would simply get branches. It would simply get branches with the highest relative difference among each other, where the variance among the values for these branches is relatively big. While if we choose absolute, it would simply select the category to be added to the highest value branch based on absolute difference between the branches of that category. Let's see an example. So let me just analyze sales amount by country. Then, as I've selected relative, if I decided to decompose the sales amount further using the category that would return the highest value, I would get the product subcategory, because there is a relatively big difference between the product subcategory sales. Now if I change this from relative to absolute, it would return the channel name, because the absolute difference of the sales of the channel names, of the different channel names, is bigger. And that's all we need to know about decomposition trees. See you in the next video.